So we have 1v1 tournament from Angry Dutchman. It's gonna be the round of 16. And it's Artem versus Blue.
We have more conscripts at our disposal. This territory is ours.
We have conscripts from Artem. Chosen the Soviets here in return. Blue with the Kübel wagon and the Stone Pioneer. Coming in. Artem going quickly for the ammunition. Return. Blue aiming rather for the fuel here, so that's definitely somewhat a separation here of interests, but I will be also coming in for the fuel a little bit later, so he rather with the objective. His strategy is the early fuel to come in for him.
I am sweating like a pig. Well done, comrades. The point is ours. We have more conscripts at our disposal. This is our sector now.
Yep, early on some sandbags for the VP.
We have it. All set.
It's first 2 kills.
Taking enemy infantry.
What even distribution here of the resources. Do a little bit behind here with the ammunition, but brings in here overall more resource points, so with the fuel advantage. Momentarily. Seems to have no interest here in the ammunition, surprisingly. With the Fox Grenadiers, tosses in another one. And yeah, early doctrinal choice here as well. Done by him.
Infantry assaulting. Fox Grenadier are on the line. Target captured. No enemy contact. Under attack! Supply half-track is ready for orders. Target that infantry!
Nice engagement here from Blue. Tossing Artem across the sandbags here. Nice. With the dominance across like for the engagement here. He's coming over in the meantime. Artem in return winning the other engagement here in the meantime. With his strong force being rather focused here for very one side of the map. Yes, that's definitely that is the way to go with the Soviets, to bring strong numbers to defeat the OKW. Templar is setting up some wiring here. Make sure that the sandbags won't be of any use anymore for Artem. Nice contestant here, winning that just very one engagement here. Helping Blue a lot to deny a lot of resources for Artem. Somewhat with the early advantage here for him. Let's get out here the base tier 1. Who really likes to play with those forward tier 1s and 2v2. Going for that. There's a little bit of a different strategy here for the 1v1. Get just the Pioneer in the open. Nice close range engagement. Artem with the snares. To the awareness here of Blue, making it out here in the rather very last moment here with the Kübel. So far already that to 7 kills it is. At the killing machine here for Blue. Carry around the match for him.
Half-track is now available for operations.
Squad numbers back at full.
Goes back for the repairs. And then bring out next tech. It's actually the A. Not the truck. A good truck timing here for him. The struggle indeed here with the manpower. Blue with some decent engagements overall.
Flag security! They're trying to envelop us! Under attack! Enemy infantry! Protect the flag!
Wieder this gun. The Artem too far behind here, you could say. With the manpower. Could have potentially went like 40 to 70 or let's say maybe the A himself, but people with a lot of bleed here in the early game. KD wise. Artem here not doing too great. Rather Blue with a very decent KD. Or also playing his Fox Grenadiers. Artem here with the defensive approach. It's gonna be the Ziscan for him, and I'd say the Blue really paying it out here, having those few resources here in the beginning. Maybe that little detail here coming in for the main few resource point here first hand. Making some of the difference with a very decent timing here for him. The A also kind of forcing and pressuring here Artem to bring the Ziscan. Connect the actual first shot. Gonna go away for a ground attack. Yes. Finds his own cover though. A misplay by Blue. You could say calculated denial of the Soviet ammunition here. He is indeed around for some quick repairs here. And Artem will be coming around with the double con. Be surprised if Blue is gonna fall back straight away. Doesn't attempt though here to cash in that wipe here from the retreat and trying so. Option of some possible blocking. Toss in yet again another snare. Seems not to be too seems not to care too much about it here. But now there is indeed another con around the corner, and that's gonna cost him the Kübel wagon after all, so I'd say that's definitely a loss here for him. Very necessary one. Another misplay from Blue. Or could say the Kübel paid out greatly already here in the first 10 minutes. Bring in the Raketne. expecting here the T-70, though Artem are the mines to have here very early on. So, yeah. It's T-34, I'd say. Contrary, it's gonna bring in the Obers. Does have the upgrade for the Panzer authorization, though I think Artem is gonna have a timing here for the T-34. Also probably his interest here, out, being a little bit behind here. The early tank, the early late tank, aiming for that one, for maybe getting some of the surprise attack here upon Blue's AA. Blue already positioning your captain here around this AA as a defense. So not incendiary. Dodge, but well, it's too many units here for him to be facing. Getting himself some models. Let's have a decent amount of ammunition, of course. Upgrade his overs here. And over now the other side, laying furthermore here the T-34 to come in. Should be coming in here definitely sooner than E4 for Blue. Actually, it's the best artillery. It's probably the priest for the USF. It's mobile and deals a lot of damage, plus creeping is pretty strong. Tank would be the T-34. It's very effective and cheap. Theater. Very decent. Also decent timing. 1v1. The 85. You go to tank, you could say. Very strong here, Blue into the middle of the map. The double overs, very pricey here. Might even delay his P4. Doesn't have yet the authorization. So with the suppression, force back, crashes elite infantry from Blue. Double incendiary. It seems realized quite late. Saves himself still some models here, bleed wise. Before is indeed in construction here for him, Blue with the authorization. So it's about 2 minutes for him. Getting in his tank. You know, further off here with the AA, the captain. Ooh, what it is about this placement here for him. And we have the cheapest medium tank in the games coming in just 15th minute. Rushing that one. It's rather was a late T-34. Do here a little bit with the edge. Having yeah, the map control dominance here. Just 15 minutes overall. Yeah. T-34 early revealed. And we have 40 Fatherland. Wanna crush overs. Run. Maybe the best decision here. It's a little bit still caught here by surprise. Playing it safely. Doesn't want to lose here too much of his precious manpower. No. It's gonna be GW P4. You're welcome. Risky play is sending over the AA. We also risky play from Artem to come over here to close lead any possible infantry with snares.
Artillery barrages are available at your convenience.
It's gonna be most likely next weekend. We have just the sedan for this one. We'll just click them in the place like your loadout. You can choose an adoption like this. Artem so far with no choice of his doctrines. Is indeed for this tournament the commander elimination, so you may not be able to play the very same doctrine yet again. Thus, Artem here maybe not willing to choose anything at all. Or he might be just waiting for the decision here made by Blue. I mean, there was a little hint with the for the fatherland ability here. Not sure Artem realized. Did I get the snare actually? Close one. Over in the middle. No follow-up from ET-34 is gonna live. Could have maybe cashed in the wipe here with going a little bit more aggressive. And Captain's there, so it's the P4. Coming in with the contestment for the other side of the map. Good decision here by him. No losses for both players at all. Playing very safe and concentrated. Also VP wise, it's very even so far. Deep. Get the over, realize in time. Damage done here. Maybe the base a bit too early, but getting the job done. Plays with both players, no major misplays so far. So it's definitely gonna have a good time here coming back into the match. Longer as it goes. So it's with a decent late game here. As the faction is designed by the current circumstances of balance. So, another T-34 to come in. Need to bring more tanks here around the map. A shot from the P4. 7 kills so far in return with the T-34 with 11 shots. Bring out a little bit sooner here, of course. Followed up by the next one. Artem. Country Blue makes himself around the right side of the map for at least decapping here. Few income for Artem once more.
Supplies to the enemy.
Get up and make it out. Connecting a shot here though, the P4 getting penetrated. But unfortunate for Blue, plus the OKW P4 with the armor superiority. We're about to consider another vehicle. Wanna have Panther. Deep. Another shot. Just finish off the T-34. I think that's actually the first unit lost in the game, being rather a precious one. The T-34. The contrary Artem going in for the base dive, but there is gonna be the double fouls for the T-34 here. Possibly allowed here to fall back with the double Zis guns behind. Trying to make here the counterplay. Mining here, so this one. Should make his own mine. It's a little bit strange to make its own mine, you know. Only here the Soviet mines from Artem. Placed well. We have the Panther. Oh, what the penetrations here from this gets the final bounce though eventually. That would have been quite fortunate for Artem here. But good attempt here for the ground attack upon the P4 from him. And definitely P4 here with the 234 armor, bringing a lot of armor compared to the T-34. I think is about 160. It's quite the difference. Also, of course, for the pricing of the units. Failing to find the target, because you have the disadvantage here in the accuracy driving around, trying to hit that accurate shot here. It's the 2% decrease here. The accuracy being on the move. Moving around Panther yet again with the miss. Maps, nice. I don't think it's half good night. At least it's not showing for me. It's strange. Beak finds the mine here. Fortunate hit from blue.
Hold. Regimental HQ for mechanized units will be here.
Actually, he is an unfinished mine. It's true. Artem with his strategy of confusion, maybe. We have the sweeper from. Seems he cancelled this one, but do one more around here. Be very focused. We have the VEF-3 T-34 ready, that's definitely quite something here. It's another mine. Blue seems to not be too much interested into it here. Quite the messes so far. Oh. Finally finding a target for him.
Return fire! Crew, execute orders.
Artem, he's confident. Won't be any need here for Doctrine finishing off that player here. Bring in also here the triple VP lead. So close in for the other side. And it's about coming here with the mechanized.
Command Hauptrat has been converted into the headquarters building.
Also falling beneath the 400 VP mark here for him. Five. That's too far. With the turnaround, with some fuel, but may take him a while here to bring that into action. We're struggling with the map control. The miss. T-34. That's up quite fast here for Artem. Very defensive here. And we have instead already repair pioneers or blue. Can be useful, especially here for making better use of the armor, the access, the repair timing. This, the connections. Gonna be a Panther out of combat. Just a while here. The Obers being alive, very good for blue here. Collecting some decent veterans for him. What a mess. Artem kind of with the population doesn't have a caddy here. Believing into his medium tanks. Make the difference. Yeah, finals next weekend. Most likely Sunday. Finding the target. And now we have Artem being ahead here. For the first time, I think, somewhat. Maybe that's the very beginning. Does have the VP domination. Now with strong angle. Oh, the vet-free. Saving here Artem very well with the increased speed here for the T-34. Navigate the battlefield with ease, yeah. And that's about the acceleration, top speed, reverse speed, etc. Pack 43, okay. Interesting choice here from blue. I think we had Pack 43 for the middle. I mean, indeed, the Artem with no indirect. I think that's a rather very defensive Pack 43 for him. So Artem, with all the choices still being left into the game, could bring the Soviet combined arms here. The drop definitely has a lot of ammunition for it. There's the shot from the Pack 43. It's a little bit too defensive here for thinking another connection.
We stand at 300 points.
Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
With a nice comeback into the game in the VP domination for him. This with the miss. And yeah, we have the Soviet combined arms as the response for the Pack 43 and make you see very fast of the precision bombing strike. So there goes the Pack 43. At least blue here is somewhat enforcing here Artem to take here choice of the doctrine for dealing with that one. Somewhat gonna delay him, possibly a KT or something. Enter with the Blitz. Very scared here of the 85. What a shot from the P4. Definitely some bleed here for him. In danger. It's another pen that pops the bed free for it. Maxing back. Maxing. And almost back into action. The double over. This is the conscripts. Conscripts also with a lot of veterancy, also not quite there yet. So now bombing. Finish off here as well. You're a captain. That's the first loss for blue here into the match. Using that highly vetted Rakatten. And I think it's quite a painful one for him to lose it. And so far being his only AT for dealing rather very well in this builds here versus the armor here of Artem. There is no direct indirect here from Artem. That's getting definitely a good tool for dealing with the T-34s and the Su-85. Just about armor here from him. Being the Panther and the P4. And definitely Artem with a lot of tools here for dealing with that. And blue finds a landmine here. Artem though. Seems to be realizing. Which game? He's aware of it. Panther though is long gone. Doesn't have the ammunition anymore for the bombing run. Panther's very safe. Going for the AA, but too dangerous for him. Also blue with a lot of ammunition. Use of the zeroing artillery. Fatherland. It's gonna be that Panther here. A lot of Sis guns are around here. The zeroing. Blocked off Artem from going up here for the kill. That's one conscript.
IL-2 available for reconnaissance flight.
Artem doing rather well so far. return. Blue is somewhat struggling here with his respawns. To be banking for that Katie. Oh, also Artem with the units here to apply the bleed to Blue. Really with the most decent engagements. It's yet again 4 models for him, so Katie is a far off dream here, I'd say. Which may not happen at all with the engagement he's taking here. So really forced here to bring in at least one VP for himself. Can the Kate even turn around the tide here facing? This is the double this here. And a very well vetted Su-85 to its addition. At least for now it's about just 100 points of workforce for him. There's penetrations here from the Soviet armor. Blue's trying to make a play. T4 comes in from behind, finishes off the T-34, but there goes another Fox Grenadier for him. At least that maybe fills up some manpower income here for him. T-34 is ready. Good shot here from the Ober. About to retreat here. The very own Phosphorus. No, Katie's out. Artem, he wants that wipe, but let's see Katie and the Panther. That could be another dead T-34 here for him. Katie just standing still with the accuracy, finds the target. Of another thank you for Artem. Definitely having here resources to rebuild and also brings in the space here for another Su-85, but losing here the veterancy for the T-34 is quite painful. Possibly not that easy here to rebuild. Gonna take him a while to get in this veterancy for the T-34s, especially we're facing a lot of heavy armor here from Blue. Definitely able to repel the T-34. We're also of course struggling with the armor, the axis, and Blue with the dive, P4 coming in, finds the landmine though, finished off by the fresh rebuilt T-34. Yeah, a bit too greedy here. So it doesn't really have the units around. Finish it off successfully, I'd say, so that's rather somewhat a throw here for him. A bit too hasty. Over aggressive. With the best timing here. Oh, it's gonna be a snare. And adjust, let's find another shot. Yes, indeed. Goes the T-34 for him. Unnecessary dive from Artem. Should be aware that it's indeed 2 tanks for the medal here. Ooh, what a ground attack from Blue. Damn. It's cashing a lot of kills here. Is this getting the crude here? No. Yes it does. And trying to finish it off, but Artem already with another conscript nearby to save it. Oh, Katie Niti also brought the VP control back for Blue. Artem with the double Su-85. Lacking now somewhat a little bit here the tools for dealing with the Obers. be very high veterancy here for blue. 32 kills it is. The league with the vet 3, so it's gonna be the vet 4. Having here a good target with the Maxim, making good use of the smoke. From trainer blue trying to apply here the triple VP bleed for Artem.
The enemy is reduced to 300 points. Enemy is alerted to our presence. Prepare for counter-strike.
And the Obers max range. Nice. Into the combat. Artem going in here, that's dangerous. The vet 5 over. That's the KT. S85 comes in. I want to go here for the ram. Does have indeed the straight ready, but I'm coming in a little bit too late though. With the stop here. Still eating one bomb. Definitely at least applying here some damage to him. Oh, that's another tank down here for Artem, who has though indeed the resources as well to bring in another straight away here for him. And bring in 2 more. Soviet industry is ready and steady for it. And blue. The JP4, yes. Decision here for dealing, of course, with the tools of Artem being the S285s, the tank hunters. For fighting off the KT, bringing himself in one for fencing him off to utilize the KT even better for him. Really popped here, can't even bring in another model for his overs. Artem not quite at his limit, but are off as well. We have Artem with the EP domination here, but to neutralize its progress though. Yeah, KT is ready and steady. Over the engineer for the other VP, yes. Got time to bring in all the tools he got. Finishing off blue here with the lower VP count. That's about it. What matters now, it's not the resources, it is the map control here. Finishing off the game. Straight away a lot of damage for that KT here. Leaks. Struggling here, I'm not sure, not finding. Of course. Maxim. This can be. Of course. In return. Phosphorus from the axis is in a blend curve. Like a phosphorus, a bit different. After damage, might just want to toss another, as he does. It's necessary for him. He's investing his ammunition here for the engagement. Turn the tides for him. He's ready. It is as well. AA is in for the VP. Oh, gets stuck here. TT34. Oh, VP4 somewhat. Instead here finding the SU-85. Another very decent shot for him. More quite damage for Artem. So blue is about to push. He's smelling the blood. Blood of that Soviet man here. But also gets too scared of the landmines being possibly around here everywhere. Lost that very precious, highly vetted P4 for that. Playing it safe beforehand. We're almost reaching the 1 hour game here.
Orders complete. Counterfire!
Oh, that could have been a deadly shot here. No effect though. Just, oh yeah. Yeah, models here very closely sticked up together. Who gets the perfect shot with the KT? Also KT of course with a lot of AoE. So he was also behind the Maxim. Bring it away. 54 is back. Oh, might want to get another Faust here. Gets the second shot. It's gonna be disabled to 85 here
Enemy down to 200 points.
for a while. Vision is very busy here with the repairs and who just able to damage them yet again straight away. Does have now the triple VP domination. Definitely some parts of the map being free for taking or ignored, neutralized. And that shows off well at what stage of the match we are here. It's just about who's gonna cash in the win here with the VP domination. Priorities are correctly set here for both players. And who's gonna take out another T-34. But he will be able yet again to rebuild. Also have the steady and ready fuel income before him. Kind of Artem needs somewhat to play here around the KD with the RAM and the bombing run. Reason sacrificing is very well vetted. This gun team. Sure about that. Maybe wants to free some population. For the S85. Okay, drops from the game. Alright, I guess that's gonna be it then. Maybe gets to disconnect. Sure. Wasn't looking to stay too well for him as well. GG, I'm afraid. All stats, blue with a great KD here, 2-1, that's very decent. Damage for Artem. And yeah, let's have a look at the graphs. It's held with the advantage, some more fuel. Playing the T-34 well, getting good timing here for the AA as well into the game. And Artem with the comeback. Gets still his tanks out here. Meanwhile, blue saving up for his KT, bringing it in very late and then taking over the game. Oh yeah, it's the Armival KT. Seems to be overall ahead. And yeah, with the KT, we're coming back here into the game. The map control. Well, the bombing run was more a decision about the actual Pack 43, I'd say. with blue as the Soviets now. The very same map, of course. The contrary Artem with the Austria. Oh, blue really with his quick decision making here. It's the ISU for him. Mechanized support tactics. He got himself a game plan straight away. The contrary Artem may bring in the elephant here as the response for that. For him it is the early MG42.
Team is ready for action.
Or some defensive map control here by him, followed up by the Grenadier. With the double engineer for some fast map control, rushing here for the middle. He wants that
We have a fresh grenadier
EP for him. So in the contrary to the last game, Axis re-aiming for that fuel resource point here. In the contrary, blue aiming here to bring in early on that ammunition for him. Like Artem. Maybe contrary Artem could bring in the win here with based upon that decision. Who knows? Yeah, rather low impact, but Mainz is 2-2 timing here, I'd say. And third conscript to come. Back. We're about to follow up. Nice, of course. Ooh, a little bit more here of the ammunition first hand. For Artem. To even that. Okay. About to take ammunition here from the Allies. To take the ammunition from the Axis to round. It's finding the green cover door and bring a lot of units here to flank the MG42. Pulling off the attack. EP is neutralized. Very closely here to the base here. Artem, so he just reinforce himself here with fresh units. Cut off though. So good play here from him by the engineer. And about to fall back. A nice outcome here for him. Good mining. Pending here. I'm about to reconnect the side of the map via the middle VP.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
Think it is. This income for him. Cherry Blue will be coming back for his side of the map. No tech yet for both Axis and Allies. Is of course the battle phase 1 for Artem. Pioneer still quite far into the map here. Didn't retreat yet at all. So there won't be 2-2 here for him. Go back now. Missing choice. Possibly realizing here about missing the timing for the 2-2. Engineer in the middle, engineer forward. Plan here is for blue. Just gonna throw it here away. Engineer. Blade retreat. With the rifle grenade. And he definitely off some models and winning that engagement for him.
Enemy forces are
And
securing
there
our
is...
territory.
Yeah, drive the infantry for him. Well, playing a little bit more defensive here, saving his resources. Especially the manpower. Find out with the optimal KD for him. Now with the tech, the tier 2. Bring the Maxim or ready to this gun. Late healing for Artem in return. Good brought to spot the guards.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
Successful here with the suppression, but to doing some damage. And he finds the mine with the flamethrower. Interesting choice by Artem. More sweepers. Good away, costing him here some manpower.
Are seizing a sector.
Definitely some models for polishing up the KD for ability. Lacking manpower for the Zis gun. So, free to roam the map here for him. So doesn't have any snares yet. And that will be the tier 3 here for him already. So possibly for bringing here the 70. Yeah, looking so far very good for Artem. A lot of map control so far. Making great use of his MG42. Positioning well his infantry. It's back in the menu, making a model. Oh.
Supply sector under attack.
And there comes the T-70. We're not with any sweepers yet, but some ammunition. Also no flamethrowers. Quite interesting decision here from him. Play the flamethrower for the Soviet. Nice tool here for applying damage. So provided and supported by immerse utility of the conscript. Who seems to prefer to save his ammunition for something else. And yeah, very particular for his engagement. So treating rather very early here. Really costing him map control. 70 also not the cheapest tank to invest at. Being already behind overall with the resource count. Also struggle here later on with a decent time and with the P4. The contrary will be behind with his T-34 and Artem the Mag 40 out here already. Just prepared for that T70. Getting here some shots upon the 2-2. Here itself. Double MG42 as well from Artem. Interesting choice. 70 is gonna face the snare. Oh. It's the engineer here, really next to it. So just gonna pair it here. No time. Now we have the sweeper though. No flamethrower. And there is another guard here for him. With 2 DPs for him. It's somewhat caught here in the open. Straight away with the retreat. Very and picky about his engagements. Probably aware that P4 might be not too far off here from Artem, saving himself some manpower with the double guard for the very necessary this gun. Finds in the guard. Yeah, there should be for the decap. This play here from Blue coming in a little bit late for that. And there will be another rifle grenade. Really effective. Yeah. I think Blue could have made some good use of swimming some more landmines here. It's the very late second engineer here for Artem. Probably not having that sweeper. Could have applied some bleed, some damage here to Artem right now. Also having some more map control provided by it. The two actually getting out some damage here, probably via armor from the light tank here. ET-70. KD wise. Actually not with the worst KD, and there will be the SU-70 as the respawns. Fancies himself actually SU-17 Joy. It's kind of his way how to play. Definitely could make some good use here of the artillery barrage. Having massed quite some ammunition here for it. And this play from Artem right into the capping zone for it. Grenade. Quite effective. Use the grenade. And will be long gone. Oh, there's the teller here. Well hidden in the middle. There's the sweeper. It's too far off. Oh, I think the teller was revealed, actually. Question is, did Blue realize? goes, another SC-70 for him. But the ammunition from the other side, this is wise. So looking too great for him. He's giving up here really parts of his side of the map. Following up. And then we have some more landmines, so it's now sweep around for Artem. Makes it behind. It's the second SU-70. Oh, dealing with the P4, it seems. Just gonna use here the button vehicle for him to lower double SU-70, but be quite a way to go here for him. He seems not to realize about it, or maybe it is spent in the engagement. Just lose here, a very precious unit for him. Makes it safely into his base. Loading in incendiary armor piercing rounds. Dealing some more damage here to the sandbagging. It's gonna come around very far here for the grenadier and the ammunition. Oh, to get snared here. Return with the barrage. On the contrary, one SC-70 aiming for the 2-2. We have another MG42 set up in the middle. The decent angle here was somewhat covering the other MG42. And on the contrary, Artem also contesting on the far left hand side here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
At 1.5 in mortar or something. Just another SC-70, I'm not sure. Sadly, Blue is somewhat lacking here also the ammunition. That's not to make you good use here of the many SU-70s. Could be also his decision now to just abandon the middle and make it around the other side, but Artem also very active with his P4 here to move it around. Very belongings with no SU-70 support here. We have as well the second P4 out. SU-70s are gonna struggle here somewhat. The defense not having any control over the middle. There goes the third SU-70. He seems pretty safe. P4 in as well. Able here to manage to shoot across the house. Coming back in for the right hand side.
Conscripts can now attack tanks with AT grenades. Conscripts.
Aiming for the middle, but still about to be at MG around. MG's falling back, it seems. That could be the attack here for blue. But he just needs his guards to come in as well here. Let him go with the retreat in time. 70 rush. Bit too late. Nice reinforcements here for the valuable guards on the front line. Yeah, we have the triple SC-70. Surprisingly, so far also blue with no losses by the Artem. XC-70 barrage goes out, yeah. Goes back. Grenadiers. Effectively. Trying himself here with some ground attacks. I want to utilize more the recon mode here for the T-70. Stop here the capture successfully, but it goes to T-70. Yeah. Could have predicted that with using the recon mode. Be like a lot of good weapons around, like the double Pack 40. Like finish off the Pack 40 here. I think it's the first lossier unit for the Ostien. The contrary, of course, T-70, quite the big loss for the Soviet player, of course. Could have been just the recon tool here for maybe having some very successful barrages at the Artem here. Gonna rebuild it, okay.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Let's see. Rebuild a T-70, the 23rd minute, basically.
Light tank is under fire.
Doesn't have even yet the tech or a caddy. All but tier 3 here for him, with in addition the reserves. MG about to stop all the units here. Oh, 70 barrage. Oh, proved deadly, but missing that final shot. At least will be getting his hands back upon the left side VP. Definitely in need of that. Just loses T-70 here straight away. Looks like it. SC-70 is, I'm afraid, too far off here to defend that. Here goes the T-70 yet again. Good blue with the misplay. Pulling back here, rather too late. Have the resource to get another one. Might just save himself some resource for fresh T-70. Or might just bring in a different unit. But with the suppression.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
It's 1 VP now for blue,
Forces
but
are attempting to capture our territory.
it's somehow another one very soon here to remain and to be game 2 for him.
T-70 light tank has arrived.
Hits the teller. It's fortunate for blue. Didn't sweep it off, and here goes the 3rd T-70 for him. At 2 P4 with the increased armor now for Artem. T-70 straight away to the combat. That is target weak point. Missing though with the follow-up shot. Very safe here. Artem though makes just his way around the map here. Coming in to the right hand side once more. Again in danger, but there's another miss from the Pack 40 though. Before yet again going for the dive, and it's just about... Ooh, with the miss. Well, it's still somewhat fair here with the not stopping the accuracy. Return, or 70 to return to die though from blue. It's a bad throw here from him. I just wanna rebuild.
50 points remaining.
In his mind, it's instead no the 4th Su-70. So it's gonna be the 4th T-34 here, T-70. So. Su-70 is quite out of position here, but there's also the snare. Havoc upon blue.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
To lose all his Su-70s. The double rack pen it is.
Su-76 ready for action.
Next Su-70 is ready. At least he does have the double VP control here. And we have the button vehicle as well, or the Tiger. So he's struggling to face with armor. It's another snare. Doesn't have the ammunition yet.
The sector is at risk.
Goes the Su-70. Is gonna live as well.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
So that's about game here for Chinese player. Is the surrender for him. Work out so well for him with the Su-70s. Definitely that losing that T-70 also somewhat a turning point. Before and 2-2 with a decent kill count for Artem. Also not the best KD for blue. But I think it's more about the map control here. Artem with the advantage on the 2-2, keeping it going. And really struggling from this point onwards here to make it back into the game. Doesn't really get out his units here in time. The contrary, Artem with a lot of fresh armor with the double P4s. Somewhat more mobile around the map as well here, making some plays and contestments. Bring in his win with the tie here. Finalized by the Tiger, and of course the heavy losses for blue here in terms of his armored vehicles being, but the Su-70 of course, and the tier 3 only gameplay here from him. But with the US now, the rifles, blue,
Rifle squad waiting for orders.
the Grenadiers, no MG42. Comes in straight away for the ammunition here with the US. Be the decision here for
We have a
getting
fresh
in some
Grenadier
bars
squad.
very soon for him. We have tactical support for Artem. And it's gonna be elite troops for blue already. Interesting choices.
A new Grenadier squad is ready.
We've added to the fatherland.
Capture complete.
Taking small arms fire.
I need a mag!
Be a lot more resources here straight away very soon for Artem. Some very decent ammunition income.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Lots of grenadiers. So, I think the first kill in the match is a model here, of course, not a wipe. First VP as well.
Grenadiers reporting. Oh boy, those were the days. You didn't see much of the movie, but I did get to see a lot of what was hiding under them cheerleader uniforms.
We claimed it for the fatherland.
Out of the ammunition. Nice play here.
A new Grenadier squad is ready.
Contact. I need ammo. Pioneer
Instead
squad
of
taking
tapping his ammo, the one from the other player, or cuts off the one from the other player.
Pioneers
The contrary though, Artem with the fuel, rather strong around the middle of the map. Good play here for the other resource points.
added to the fatherland.
Always complaining about pioneers.
I need cover!
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
So this with the
enemy
early
is attempting
flamethrower.
to steal our sector. Our
Then
soldiers
we
are now
have the
equipped
early
with Model
lieutenant.
24 stun grenades.
Wanna go for the M20 or shock grenade? Yeah, that's a decent shock grenade here. 3 grenadiers. They wins him here very well the engagement. And also Artem may be going
The enemy
for
is overrunning
the...
one of our capture points.
Seems to wanna cut off here. Move from the ammunition stand,
Supply line
which
just
is
got cut off.
not even capped yet. Three grands versus 2 rifles. So to win that one though, Max makes it into the retreat path from Blue here.
HMG squad ready for action.
Safe though. Artem not even going for the cutoff, so it's like a cross here in the middle for Blue. Definitely with a decent resource income. And the 2-2 on the contrary.
Reinforcements in.
Artem definitely very behind here with the fuel. Gonna be a late steward unless it's just the double attack here for obtaining faster the Sherman, the Major. Not sure about his strategy here so far. He does have the Browning,
We're losing a
the
capture
heavy
point.
MG for the US.
We're getting plastered over here. It's in your best interest to keep my ass alive. You want any hope of saving your own?
A capture point is under attack.
Point secured. Man out. Shooting at us. Secured. We're getting chewed up here. Ground contact. Where's he at? Keep the pressure up.
Trying to play here around the Browning in the middle.
Getting plastered over here.
Will be coming in from the sides now. In return, Artem making good use here of Blue being quite concentrated around the other side.
Capture point is being overrun.
To take back the left hand side here, and there will be the very late capturement of the ammunition for Blue here in the return. Who he's hitting in quite early, but saving himself as well. He has some manpower.
Round on.
You might just make it.
Christ, they got a flare.
That's it! Give it to him!
A capture point is under attack.
Taking fire! Don't let those crowd fuck push up!
Ambulance taking the field.
Nice usage here.
Get ready.
Devolify. We have the steward. 8 minutes. Took him a while to get it out, but for Artem with decent map control.
Counterfire! Counterfire!
Go with the pack 40 already. Landing straight away here. Steward. Was not really the best choice for him.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. German infantry, cut them down. Stores advised.
Get the snare,
Light MG
yes.
now on the line.
Oh.
Vehicle
But is
now
also
ready
not
for
too far
action.
off, so make it also just behind more before they really coming in for it in return. So yeah, with the late MG42 now, about to get here decent map control for him.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
How fast do we reckon with now?
Yeah. Looking good for Blow here in the moment. Getting back some resources. Say overall points head wise. We're a little bit ahead here in total. Also having quite some cutoffs here for on Artem early on. Neglecting a lot of his map control. Finished now the 2v2 tournament. There's the first LMG for Artem. Already double Browning here as well for him. Heavy one.
The capture point is being overrun. All done over here.
Quite low.
Field promotion! Coming up on the
Actually, realizing in time.
Infantry, scale up with the MG.
flank us!
We give up the house.
Came in!
Turn Artem. Also to fall back. He's back in the base, so Artem not coming in strong with his infantry here with pretty fresh LMGs.
P-47 refueled and standing by. Counter fire!
Floating. Trying to heal him. Rather on the front line. Takes somewhat a while here to make it, always around the
Our
corner
opponents are
Nexus.
seizing a sector.
Seems it's back on the menu with the map control here. Suffered though some VP can't. And we have the attack coming in for Blue. About to be a P4 here very soon. Definitely helping him out, helping him greatly. But they're not in the best spot. Revealed here to the open, but so is the access, so return here definitely a lot of damage done by the 2-2.
Armor ready.
And Stuart is around on the other side of the map, but so is the Pack 40. Anti-suppression.
Upgrade complete. A capture point is being overrun. Anti-tank gun, ready for action.
It's the late M1, Artem. E4 is on construction. Major with the house. Definitely helping it greatly. Artem with the map control.
The enemy is taking our
So
territory.
to the other side.
We have a new Panzer
Was
IV.
Artem here in the past maps with a decent map control here and resource income.
We are
Having
losing a
both the
sector.
fuel.
Panzer IV ready.
E4 now. And Artem just bringing in the major, but he's catching up fast.
Be advised, ability ready for deployment.
Decent shots from the P4. Probably even a miss here from the
Battalion just released a
rifleman.
major for action.
Putting here 3 models of the Browning. Very deep, quite dangerous.
The capture point is under attack. Incoming!
Yeah, all the attacking here for Artem.
Swing the
They
gun! They're on the
cost
flank!
like extremely a lot of
We're losing a
resources,
capture
and
point.
there goes the steward for him.
Light
That's definitely a
vehicle just got
loss.
destroyed.
Tough one here for him. Quite expensive unit.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
Being,
points.
he blew into a decent position,
Our supply line just got cut off.
though with the response not
The
too
enemy
soon
is
after
overrunning
here.
one of our capture points.
Here's ambulance, somewhat more to safety. Is the dive in blue with the P4 here, looking for that ambulance.
We just got promoted.
But who's just playing it safe? Gets yet again the piece into his hand here.
What the hell am I meant to do with these weapons? The capture point is being overrun.
Position itself.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Stock for the very dangerous foe here being the air cannon with the sweepers. His utilization, the pioneer. So, we're coming for the third VP. Would be just the play here for him to melt down VP count for
Enemy
Artem.
forces are securing our territory.
Points are down to 300.
Straight away down here, 2 models, but eventually the damage here for the suppression though seems like we're gonna save our way here out of the side range for it. Be not able to decap, being called back home too soon, and we have the mortar as its finest and last addition here for Blue's army composition, I'd say. Bring in all the tools here for him. The MG, mortar, AT gun, and of course lots of infantry, also supported by stormtroopers. Lead infantry here for him. So the 222 being of course presented as the light vehicle and outing tool here for him.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Big rifle grenade. Use of the major. Stop the free fall of Artem. Be necessary to bring in here something to bring in time to get his hands upon, yes, the Sherman, to turn it around for him. Competing with the P4. We turn blue, with lots of fuel already. Only had nice income here of resources for the past minute. Just in another P4, or we're already saving for the precious Tiger here to bring. You know, but the expansive unit as well. That's still somewhat a way to go for him, both in terms of fuel, manpower, but also
The enemy is
for the
taking our
CP, the
territory.
commander points here. Country Artem, because he wants his hands back upon some fuel. I wanna bring in another Sherman, or I wanna bring the Calliope.
Enemy is attempting to
Just
steal our
got
sector.
lots of options here for him. Since being behind for a while, he also
We are
lost the
losing the
Jackson.
sector.
Would bring the penetration for at least the Tiger Ace. Coming over for the middle.
The enemy is taking our territory.
40 is prepared well to defend that. Pressure on the other side. Artem is aiming for the VPs rather to stop here the drain as possible. Just sets up. It's a connection. I'm now playing around the corners of the map to stop Louis from his advance. The VP count. German have his time
Enemy
now.
forces are securing our territory.
Of course. Preparing. Doesn't find the armor, gets the pen regardless. Let's trap the barrage.
The enemy is
The
attempting
major.
to steal our
So
sector.
successfully away. Use MG42. Will be the mortar barrage. So response.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
So 2 here, no Vetur. It's a lot of side here. Let's pull back. Just a bit further behind. With the contestment, with the stormtroopers. Yeah, nice play of him. Paying here his attention, not giving up for that side of the map. Still having the middle VP in his control. Definitely gonna hurt here. Artem doesn't even fully repair his Sherman, just sending it straight away over. Other side needs to stop here Blue from finishing off the capturement. Tosses in the smoke grenade. M42 defending here very well the middle. Sherman has been not throwing up for the wipe. It's a very decent connection here with the heavy explosives. And thus, it's a heavy drain yet again for Artem. And Tiger Ace is almost ready here.
The enemy is taking
breaking out of the EP. Have strafing run. Play. Necessary play here, I'd say. To make sure decap here to all costs. Somewhat the VP.
Enemy is down to 75
Looking too good for Artem, so it could be a deadly wipe. Gets the bat-free rifle here. That hurts a lot for him. So to survive, Gren in danger though. Is it gonna be the wipe in return? Oh. Grenadier survives, finishing off yet again another. Grenadier though. He lost. Yes it is.
We are losing Soldaten.
We're losing Soldaten, but Artem is calling it off here. It is the ace game and it is the Chinese player here. Congrats to Blue with the final win in the game 3. It's a little bit of a roller coaster for that match, but for Blue with the decent early game and with the decent mid game, having the overall resource advantage when the loss of the Steward here really the issue for Artem. Such a close shot here as well. For it to be finished off by the pack forward here, yeah. Turn to keeping his units alive. And in the end, Artem has to throw in some units to stop the VP train. Getting wiped, unfortunately, for him. Not being able to compete anymore after those losses. I agree. And thus calling the surrender here. And yeah. That's Artem here losing that, I don't know. But maybe he is somewhere, not sure. I think then the Sherman, rather late in comparison to the P4, also of course based upon the Steward being quite expensive, and yeah, then the late losses here of his main line are presented well on the graph. It points it well, as you see. Blue decent in the early game, also with the cutoffs. Mention that, and later on so with a lot of map control with the first P4. Was Artem here quite behind and struggling to make it back into the games also. But with the very best KD here for him, I'm afraid.